Hey there, and welcome. Today we are talking about volume. But let's just forget about any dusty old formulas you might remember from school, okay? Instead, we're going to treat volume like a secret code. A code that, once you crack it, unlocks the secrets of the space inside, well, pretty much everything. And today, we are going to crack it together. Let's start with a little puzzle. So what is it? What could these two things possibly have in common? Well, the answer is volume. See, they're both three-dimensional shapes we call prisms, and understanding their volume is the absolute key to knowing how much stuff they can hold. To do that, you need the right tools. So in this explainer, we're going to build our very own volume toolkit, right from scratch.
Every good toolkit starts with a blueprint, right? So our very first step is learning how to match the right tool, in this case, the right formula, to the right job. Because, if you grab a wrench when you really need a screwdriver, you're not going to get very far.
And here it is, our basic toolkit laid out. For a standard box, or a rectangular prism, our go-to tool is always volume equals length times width times height. Now, for a cube, where every single side is the same, we've got a specialized, way more efficient tool, volume equals side times side times side. And for a triangular prism, we've got this cool two-part tool. It first calculates the area of that triangle on the end and then multiplies it by the prism's height. So now that we've got our tools, let's actually see how to use them.
Okay, let's kick things off with the most common tool in the whole box. This is the one you'll be reaching for all the time, the formula for a rectangular prism. It's super straightforward, totally reliable, and honestly, it's the foundation for everything else we're going to do.
And the formula itself? It's just beautifully simple. Volume equals length times width times height. That's it. Seriously, you just need those three measurements, and boom, you've cracked the code for pretty much any box you can think of. All right, time for our first field test. We've got a rectangular prism here. It's got a length of 15 centimeters, a width of 12, and a height of 3. Let's plug these numbers into our new tool and see what we get. And the process is always the same. First, you start with the formula, V equals L times W times H. Second, you just substitute in your values, 15 times 12 times 3. That gives us our answer, 540 cubic centimeters. And hey, notice the units. They're cubed. That little 3 is a huge clue that we've just calculated a three-dimensional space.
Now for our second tool. A cube is really just a special kind of rectangular prism. It's one where the length, the width, and the height are all exactly the same. And because of that special property, we can use a much more efficient, specialized tool just for it. It's like a shortcut. So what if we have a cube, and we know that each side is exactly 7 centimeters long? Well, we don't need to worry about length, width, and height separately. All we need is that one single number.
Just look how fast this is. The formula is V equals side times side times side. So we just plug in 7 times 7 times 7. A quick calculation, and we get 343 cubic centimeters. Simple, fast, efficient, done.
All right, it's time to pull out our advanced tool. This one is for tackling triangular prisms. Now, I know the formula might look a little intimidating at first glance, but don't worry. It's really just a simple two-step process. I promise.
The formula itself kind of gives away the two-step process. First, you calculate the area of that flat triangular face. You use base times height divided by 2. And listen, this is the height of the triangle itself. Once you have that area, you just multiply it by the height of the entire prism. You know how long it is. 2 steps. That's it.
Okay, let's put this new tool to the test. Imagine a prism where the triangular face has a base of 10 centimeters and a height of 7.2 centimeters. Then the whole prism has a length, or a height, of 4.5 centimeters. Let's calculate that volume. So here's our two-step process in action. Step 1, we find the area of the triangle. So 10 times 7.2 divided by 2 gives us 36 square centimeters. Step 2, we take that area, 36, and multiply it by the prism's height. So 36 times 4.5 gives us our final volume of 162 cubic centimeters. See? Not so bad, right? Perfectly manageable.
Okay, we've officially built our toolkit. We've got our 3 core tools, we know how to use them. So now it's time to take them out of the workshop and put them to work on some real-world job sites. Let's see how they do.
And here's our first scenario. We've got a container, but it's not completely full. It's only 3/4 full. This adds a nice little real-world wrinkle. We're not calculating the volume of the container itself, but the volume of what's actually inside it.
The strategy here is actually pretty simple. First, we're going to use our rectangular prism tool to find the total possible volume. if it were 100% full. Then we just need to find 3/4 or 75% of that total number.
So let's run the numbers. First, the total volume. 8 times 6 times 10 gives us 480 cubic centimeters. Great. Now we just need to find 3/4 of that number. So 480 multiplied by 3/4 gives us our final answer. The volume of the actual contents is 360 cubic centimeters. Now for a classic problem. 2 juice boxes, same price. Which one is the better deal? Well, to figure that out, we need to know which one holds more juice. Let's calculate the volume for both of them using our go-to rectangular prism tool. Okay, container A is 6 by 4.5 by 9. That gives it a volume of 243 cubic centimeters. Container B is 3.75 by 6 by 10, which gives it a volume of 225 cubic centimeters. Well, the answer is clear. Container A holds more. It's the better deal. All right, this is it, the final boss. A contractor needs to pour 100 identical triangular concrete barriers. The big question is, how much total concrete does she need to order? This is the ultimate test for our advanced tool, and it's all about scaling up.
The key to any big problem is to just break it down into smaller pieces. So let's just find the volume of one single barrier first. Okay, the triangular base has an area of 0.3 times 0.2 divided by 2, which is 0.03 square meters. Now we just multiply that by the barrier's length of 2.4 meters, and that gives us the volume of one single barrier, 0.072 cubic meters. We've already done the hard part. We have the volume for a single barrier, but the job calls for 100 of these things. So the final step is actually super simple. We just need to scale up our answer by 100. And there it is, 0.072 cubic meters for each barrier. Times 100 barriers means the contractor needs to order a grand total of 7.2 cubic meters of concrete. Our toolkit handled the big job perfectly. We crushed it. So there you have it. In just a few minutes, we've built a complete volume toolkit. We have our workhorse tool for rectangular prisms, our super efficient shortcut for cubes, and our advanced two-step tool for triangular prisms. And we've seen how they can handle everything from a juice box to a massive construction site. The only question left is, now that you have the tools, what's the volume of the room you're in right now?